Alright guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we are going to discuss a very important term that you need to understand, and that is market capitalization. Different types of market capitalizations and what do they represent. I also wanted to do another video where I would explain to you what does the price of a stock really mean. What does it represent? Does it mean that it is like the companies with a better price are, well, bigger than the other companies which have a stock price which is lesser than that price, or really what does it represent? And in order to understand that, you also need to understand what is market capitalization, because we're going to be talking about some of the advanced concepts like PE ratio. So again, first let's go over what is market capitalization. So let me just pull up the recorder over here and let's begin in 3 seconds. All right, so as you can see, there's about 3 kinds of market capitalizations. Alright, so as you can see, there's about 5 kinds of market capitalizations. Really, there are other things like nano cap and other things, but we're not going to go over these. These are the major ones. Alright, so micro cap, what does that mean? It means that when a company has, well, a value of shares that is less than 250 million. By the way, what do I mean by the value of shares? It means that, see, every company, suppose that you have company X, company Y, suppose you're talking about, let's say we're talking about Apple, right? This is the stock chart for Apple and everything, okay? So there are these many outstanding shares. I don't even know what this number is, but there are about 4 billion outstanding shares, all right? 4.7 billion outstanding shares for Apple, all right? So what is the price of all the shares that are out there in the market that you can purchase, that have been purchased right now, right? So these are the number of shares that are out in the market that are being traded or that are being investing in. So about 4.7 billion outstanding shares. So what is the total value of these shares? Of course, the total value of these shares is the total number of shares multiplied by the value of one share. So you want to calculate the value of total number of shares. Let's say there are 4.7 billion shares, right? So for one share, the price is about $174 right now. So for 4.7 billion shares, the price will be 4.7 billion multiplied by $174. And that would approximately come out to be 824.5 billions, alright? So you have 824 billions as the market capitalization of the Apple stock. Now, what does this mean? Alright, we're gonna go over that, but first off, I want to tell you exactly what are the kind of divisions and what do these mean, why do we have them separated from each other, and really what is really this market capitalization. So we saw that the market capitalization of Apple is 824 billion, which is actually ultra cap. It is more than 50 billion, right? So it is ultra cap. However, for some companies, you will even see that it is less than 250 million, right? And in that case, they would be micro cap. Then comes small cap, which has 250 million to $1 billion USD. Again, you might be watching this from a different country, you might not be investing in the US stock market. You can always translate these into your own currency and you can understand that it's a similar concept, but the value here is not that important as the concept, and I want you to grasp the concept. All right, so first off, let's just finish talking about this. The mid cap are 1 billion to 10 billion and the large cap are 10 billion to 50 billion. All right, so why the distinction, and what kind of stocks should you be investing in when you're just starting out as a beginner, or depending on what your goals are? All right, so in case your goals are to make money very fast and you have the relevant experience in the market, you know how these things work, and really the principle of supply and demand, and you can really understand when to take your money in, when to take your money out. All right, in that case, you can expect much better returns in case of mid cap, small cap, and micro cap. See, the thing about this is that when you go on the top of this chart, like towards the micro cap, here you will have more and more risk. So you have essentially a whole lot of risk because these companies are not really well established. You might not even have heard the names of, I think, 9 out of 10 companies, sometimes 10 out of 10 companies that you consider in micro cap, right? But you have a chance of a great percentage of increase in your money. These companies might increase your money by, let's say, 30-40% within a span of 1 month, 2 months, or even a single day at times. But why is it that you want to stay away from these in case you're a beginner? Because you do not understand the concepts of supply and demand, even if you think you do, because the market is brutal. And in case you do not understand that, this is the thing that will pull you away. Like I said, my job is not to help you really, make sure that you make a profit every time. You will never make a profit every time. In case you are correct 55% of the times, you will still come out making billions in the stock market in the long term. But what is important is that you really take it slow. Don't be overconfident. Don't do intraday if you are beginning. And also, in case you are going for micro cap, make sure that you have the experience and you know that really what is the concept of volume, what is the supply and demand, and exactly why it is that people stay away from these kind of stocks. Because I have personally incurred a lot of loss in one of these companies, and that's how I really learned the concepts. And really, my job is to, whenever you go off track, your train goes off track, my job is to stop you or really steer you into the right direction, right? Because you will go off track no matter what you do. At the beginning, at least, you will. I'm sure anyone who is watching, who has some experience, who's watching this video, he can really relate to it, that yeah, at first you do incur some losses in case you are a beginner. All right, so my job is to make sure that you do not quit, or you do not really steer off the rail track so far off that there's no going back, and then you just say that what, the market is not for me. But it is for everyone, and every one of you can make huge profits. All right, and I am here to ensure that. All right, next, you go, as soon as you move on towards the ultra cap. Now, these are well-established companies. Their products have been established internationally. They are known in almost every country. These are the stocks like Apple, like you could say Facebook, Google, all of these, these are really well-established companies, and the reason why you won't have a lot of risk is because their products have been established, so they won't really go a lot down. All right, so even if something bad happens, the stock price should not decrease by more than 5-10%, and you won't really lose a lot of money. But these stocks are, again, like I said, established, so even when they go up, it's a lot more constrained. A lot of stocks will continuously go up and keep on climbing, and it'll be a very slow process, and you will keep on definitely making more and more money. But in this case, in ultra cap, you will have to spend more and more time, right? So the kind of returns you can expect in micro cap and small cap, you can definitely not expect those kinds of returns in ultra cap. But again, you will keep your money a lot more safer in these. All right, so large cap, ultra cap, these are also called blue chip, by the way, large cap and ultra cap. So you could say that blue chip companies are the ones which are very safe to invest in. All right, so it's really about the concept that I'm trying to help you understand, that the risk and the amount of profit that you get are directly proportional. So if you have a lot of risk, you can definitely have a lot of profit, but at the same time, you can definitely have a lot of losses. All right, so make sure that you understand the market capitalization, and in the next video, I'm going to talk to you about what does the price of a stock entail. All right, and in case you do not know yet, if you want to get in touch with me personally, if you want to ask me some questions, you can do so over my Instagram. Just follow me over there and ask me the questions yourself. Also, if you haven't signed up on the website till now, man, you are missing out, and I'll see you in the next video.